You. All right, so let's get into the vibes. This is for whoever is on your mind at the time of watching this. Your family member could be on your mind. Your lover could be on your mind. Okay, a sibling or a friend could be on your mind. Okay. Holy Spirit, what do they need to know, see, and or hear? What do they need to know, see, and or hear? What does collective need to know, see, and or hear? Using children as manipulation. So, for some of you guys here, there are, and this came out in reverse. So, someone could be using children as a pawn. Okay. But maybe they're not pregnant. So, maybe they're saying that they're pregnant, but they're not pregnant. For some of you, okay? Or it's not your son. So, they could, in other cases, they could be pregnant, but the baby is not yours. Now, flip the energy shit. If you know you're trying to pin a baby on somebody and it's not theirs, okay? Put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. Type of resonance and leave the rest behind. Broke up with you or them. So this came out in reverse, but I'm going to show what it looks like upright. This is somebody, they don't want you to leave. Or you don't want them to leave, okay? So it's like, let's try to get them to stay by saying that we're having a baby in some cases, right? Or trying to like pull on your heartstrings because maybe they're in a fucked up position, like maybe they're homeless and they're pregnant, or they ain't got no money and they're pregnant and they need help, or or some sort of healing that you can offer, right? But it's like, they're in this position because God is allowing, and don't ever get it twisted. God is a helpful God. God is a loving and forgiving God. In this case, though, this is someone who, if they weren't on demon time, they wouldn't be in this predicament, okay? This is somebody who they've betrayed you before in some way, shape, or form, okay? So they're just trying to drag you into some more shit. I'm hearing same shit, just a different day, okay? Or you trying to drag somebody into some shit. Now, if you want to book a personal reading, the link is in the description box, okay? Through it all with you. Yeah, so this is the energy they promised you. They made all these promises, okay? They made all of these, they said they was going to do this, they said they was going to do that, but they didn't do anything, okay? They only did it because it sounded good. They only did it to buy your loyalty. They only said it, to get certain things that they wanted. Okay? Yeah, it's like, they were only around, but when shit got tough, they abandoned you or some shit, or this is what you did to them. So I know it shows a couple, but, this could be a family member too, okay? It's just for imagery purposes. They got you all fucked up, okay? So, yeah, they was trying to hide this. This is kind of sounding like, similarly to the reading that I just did. Yeah, and so now they're trying to dodge you because they don't want to face the consequences of their actions. Oh, boo-hoo. Cry me a river. Okay? And see, this is somebody who thought they would never see the time of day. This is somebody who thought, oh, this could never happen to me. I could never face the consequences for my actions. And don't get me wrong, depending upon what it is, well, because this involves hurting other people, God has a problem with that. God knows nobody's perfect. God knows we do shit, okay? Okay, and in certain stuff, God will let certain stuff slide, okay? I can testify to that. But this involves other people. Like this is something they willingly and intentionally trying to bring other people into some bullshit, into some lies, into some whatever this is. Okay? She hurt me. What is this? Undying love, my pain, my love, my sorrow. Be mindful because somebody's going to try to play on your heartstrings. Okay? 444, as I'm saying that. We on the right path. Somebody's going to try to pull on your heartstrings. Oh, I'm in an abusive situation. God is like, nope. Nope. Now, would God want you to help other people? Yes. They don't, that the reason why God is saying don't be of use to this energy is because this is the energy they've already showed you their true colors. This is the energy they just trying to say what they got to say to get back in your good graces. They don't mean a lick of what they saying. Okay? They saying what sounds good in the moment. Their apology is not even real, is what I'm hearing. Okay? Now, when it comes to other people, God will put it on your heart to help them. Okay? But be mindful. You got to use your discernment. Is God telling you to help? Or is your, because I know the heart of a chosen one, the heart empaths, we don't like to see people struggle and suffer. But sometimes they struggling and suffering for a reason, and not just due to karmic debt, but because of some shit that they currently are doing and have done and mistreated people, and it's finally caught up to their ass. Okay, and they need to go through the karma so they will learn the lessons to never do no shit like that again. When you keep helping somebody that keeps doing the same shit, thinking it's gonna be make a change, no, they're not gonna learn the lesson. This is an energy where, unfortunately, they have to experience the level of pain or more that they have caused other people for them to get it. Whoever this is to you, unless this is you, flip the energies as you see fit, put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. And these are timeless readings. So if you're watching this days, months, weeks, decades, years from now, still applies. Okay? Yeah, they're miserable, but they're trying to cloak it. They're trying to cloak it online for some of you guys, trying to cloak it online so you think they're happy, right? But no, they're miserable. They're miserable with who they're with. They're miserable with who they thought was better. They're miserable with their choices and decision makings here, and or you are, right? Because it was your power that they wanted. They wanted your energy. They wanted your essence. They wanted, your money in some cases, right? And it's like, when they found no use for you anymore, I'm hearing, So that's why they're trying to dodge you. Or you trying to dodge them. Okay? For some other people, they could have got seduced and didn't tell you. Okay? So in other cases, they weak. They ain't got no disciplines. They for any and everybody. Okay? Listen. Simping. Sprung. So this is somebody, they willing to... and then don't get me wrong. If you're tricking on people who got morals and standards and stuff like that, they actually treat you with kindness and respect. Hey, I don't even feel like that's a bad thing. But you doing that, or you doing things just to get somebody because you feel like they bad. And when I say bad, I mean like attitude, stuck up. They only want you for your money. They ain't got no morals, no values, or no beliefs. They barely believe in God. This is the type of stuff that somebody wanted or was going after in some cases, okay? For some of you here, right? So, you gave, or you're being encouraged to continue to give this energy space, all right? Or if you haven't already, give space, because he's not, or she's not, or they're not. We are pronoun friendly over here. If you don't like it, go find yourself another reader, all right? They're not who you think they are. They're wearing a mask. It was only with you or around you to use you. Okay? Yeah. And to copy off you. See, you're loving yourself now. Or you're being encouraged to. Self-love is the best love. Because if you can't love yourself properly, you can't be in the position to love someone else. You're not going to be able to love, because you don't know what love is to give it. Not the real love. God's love, unconditional love. And unconditional love does not mean unconditionally tolerating disrespect. Somebody trying to fake to other people like they ain't been copying off of you when they have. Okay? In other instances, they over here trying to find your energy and essence from other people. And they can't find it a lick anywhere. And they would never. Because there's only one of you. Okay? Listen. This is somebody, they don't love themselves. They let anybody and everybody get it. Okay? And I'm not talking about just to make ends meet. All right? Unexpected love. So for some of you guys, you are going to have, you are going to have love in your life. All right? That real, authentic, pure, genuine love, says God. Because who can trump God? Nobody. God will show you, okay? Somebody, in some other cases, they ditched you because they ditched you for somebody who they thought maybe sex was better, who they thought maybe looked better, who they thought maybe had more than you in some instances, and or all the above. So they were shallow. They were shallow. So now they depressed because where they thought it was going to work out, it didn't work out. So it's, now can we get back together, or I didn't realize my feelings for you, or I love you so much, no, they in a hole for a reason, and God is allowing it for a reason. Let them go through their karma. Okay? So God can give you your blessings in peace. Sometimes God won't give you your blessings if you connected to people who God don't want to bless. Because he sees the conversations and he, hears the conversations and sees all the actions that you may not. Okay? Because God is going to be a parent before anything. He don't want to reward bad behavior. Okay? And no, just because you're seeing somebody and they don't have all of their, fruit can be judged in a different way, right? And I've been learning that too. Fruit, when you judging somebody by their fruit, judge somebody by their mind, by their wisdom, right? Their changed mind, and so on and so forth. It's not always about physical possessions, right? And I had to learn that too. Because sometimes people can have physical possessions, but they treat people like shit. They ain't got God in their life, or they claim to be, but they really don't. And you have to test the spirit. And you have to go by what the person is showing you and not what you want to see. Not a person's potential. And you ain't got to wait on them either. Because then you crossing yourself in what you deserve. But you make your own decisions, okay? See, look, praying for better days. I bet they are. And for a lot of you guys, you've been developing a prayer life. And if you haven't, you should. But you make your own decisions, yeah. Trying to make you believe in lies, try to sell you a dream, and now they trying to pray themselves out of predicament that they put themselves in. Had they not in the first place, they wouldn't be in this mess. It's like somebody don't get the picture until they get hurt. The same way that they've hurt other people. Why does God have to put you through so much pain to get it? If you've known pain all your life, don't you want a soft one? So stop messing with people. Serve your karmic debt like everybody else so you can get your blessings. Genuinely. And stop trying to live off of other people's essence and energy. For if you don't learn now, you won't learn today. It's judgment day, bitches. Okay? Lying to him about you. Lying to her about you. Just lying. Whether you was the one that lying or they were. Flip the energies as you see fit. Put yourself on the side of the story as you see fit. Okay? And now they losing everything. And they wonder why. It's because of how you treat people. You thought you wasn't going to get your karma. You thought you weren't going to have to pay the consequences of your actions. Or they, whoever you thought were dealing with. Listen. They don't use their brain clearly. So, moral of the story, don't let them hang on your coattail. Don't let them ride it. Don't let them hang on it. Nothing. Oh, what? If they cry, tell them, cry me a river. Cry me an ocean. Shit. And turn their ass around. Okay? Can't nobody do it better than God. Let go and let God. That's the best thing you can do. But you make your own decisions. Let go and let God. Can't nobody do it better than God. Because for a lot of you guys, this energy tried to attack you so bad. If what they wanted succeeded, you wouldn't even be here or in the position to help them. So let their ass go and suffer with what they wanted for you. Because that's what they're going through. Everything that they wanted for you is going right back to them. And this is not about being uncompassionate. No. This is about allowing people to experience their own karmic debt so they will learn to never do this again and bring themselves to God at the end of the day when they have learned their lessons and be one of his best servants. Now, what's being plotted against the collective behind the scenes that they don't know? Holy Spirit. Yeah, look at this. You will witness their karma. God will make sure of it. Every drop, every lick, every cry, every tear. You gonna see. They talk about you behind your back. Oh, boo-hoo. But then they want to cry in your face because they in some shit that they dug themselves. Okay? You better take your own medicine with pride. Okay? They secretly keep tabs on your every move. Oh, I know it. Listen, for some of you guys, they know how to astral travel to you. Okay? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying astral traveling is bad. I mean, people be astral traveling, they don't know it. Okay? You know, and yes, you know, going to different dimensions, make sure you have protection and this, that, and the third. And, you know, if you have friends, you know, you just get their permission, like, hey, can I astral travel to you? You know, or sometimes the divine will let you know, yeah, it's okay. But they don't have clearance. They didn't have clearance to do this. Judgment. Okay? Trying to put energy tags in you to try to keep tabs on you. Okay? They're going to pay that back too. And anybody that's done that to me, judgment. Okay? Altering your values and morals on making life decisions. Yeah, they trying to... See, it's like they so in love and addicted to toxicity and the dark side. They trying to make you join. They trying to get you recruited and stuff like that, right? Because you're very gifted, right? God bestows you with a lot of gifts. And you know what the devil could do with those kind of gifts? I think not. Because then what he gonna do? He ain't got no use for you no more. Discard you. That's not what the Holy Spirit do, right? But then somebody want to know why they don't feel a lick of love. Who you think you finna get love from? The devil don't know how to give love. The devil only know how to kill, steal, and destroy, and be two-faced and phony. You know what they say? It's like you expected a frog. You expected the most lowest level energy to give you the best. Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Hating on your body image exercise routine. Okay. So they could you know, feel self-conscious about their body and be in love with yours. Okay? Listen. Oh. And I gotta listen. It's not gonna be a long story. But I had someone, you know, and compared to me, she a toothpick. Okay? And like, I got more booty than her. I got more thighs than her, right? I'm thick, right? So on and so forth. I got a nice shape, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. My stomach is not the flattest, but it's not really chubby either, okay? So, you know, and I got a pretty face, if I might add. All right? So, you know, well, because I wasn't the same size as her, right? I'm not a toothpick. And see, she ain't got no ass. And so she decided to, you know, call, you know, just body shame me. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay? What? The same body that she body shamed is the same body she admiring, if I might add. Okay? And ain't that funny? The same life she was downplaying is the same life she was trying to destiny swap with. Or he or they. Whatever pronouns they're going by these days, okay? They keep changing for them. So that's why it's so important to be you. That's why it's so important to be authentically yourself, because somebody gonna always say something. Screw them. You wasn't born for everybody to like you. Okay? So just be available and go towards those that celebrate you. Okay? This energy didn't know how to celebrate you. They only knew how to hate on you. Okay? They are turning others against you. Yeah, trying to say and do things. And I said this in the other reading, trying to swap stories. Oh, they did this, they did that to me, when it was really them that did that to you. But they don't want to be honest, because then they would lose friends. Then they would lose their attention. Then, you know, And then what happens when your plan crashes and burns anyway? Then they try to get back into your good graces. Hell no. You better say no. But you make your own decisions. But don't let this energy come back into your life, because they only want to come back into your life to try to destroy you. Okay? Secretly jealous and hating on your romantic relationships. And not just romantic, any relationship that's not theirs, because they don't have the same access to you. Because when they did, they didn't know how to treat you. In some cases, they abused you. And not taking accountability for their actions, and want to tell and lie to people about the parts that were played. I already said, my Judas, they tried to falsely accuse me. And they in a Greek organization. Venus retrograde, dealing with insecurities, appearance, body image, worthiness, relationship, sexuality. I'm told this energy got body issues, body dysmorphia. Okay? And don't get me wrong. That, I'm sorry about that. But you don't project your bullshit on the other people. You go to a therapist, you go to a life coach. You go heal. Because if you didn't like it when people did it to you, why do it to other people when you have the opportunity to transmute that? Okay? Like, seek someone to perform, learn a cord cutting ritual. Okay? So for some of you guys, you may need to do a cord cutting ritual of some sort. Okay? Hating on your spiritual psychic gifts. Yeah, so they hating on. Yeah, they're fake spiritualists. They are fake spirit. What makes them fake? What makes them fake is the fact that they work for the dark side. Okay, so like a priest or a pastor that's sitting up there preaching a sermon. God this and God that and Matthew this and Luke and John that. But then behind closed doors, they raping and molesting a kid or a nun or a person, period. That's why when people say they go to church, that don't mean shit to me. I don't care what pew you sit in. They go home and cheat on their spouse. Then they go home and want to, boy, stop it. Okay? So this is somebody, they out here trying to be a false light worker. But behind the scenes, they doing binding work, jar spells. They doing hexes and curses and trying to bind motherfuckers. That's what makes them fake. They two-faced, that they are fraud. They are phony. Instead of helping, they hurting people because they're hurt. This is a story of a villain. So instead of going through the bad shit that they went through and saying, oh, let me be a light worker to make sure that this never happens to anybody or to help them through. No. They went through bad shit and said, oh, let me become that and hurt other people. Child, you see this energy is a hater. A hater. Or are you a hater? Flip the energies as you see fit. Put yourself on the side of the story as you sleep. Do you want more cards? Okay. Yeah, I told you. They tried to present themselves as not being toxic, but baby, they love toxic. They live for it. Okay? Live for it. Live for it. Be careful not to overindulge in alcoholic beverages, drug use, and so on and so forth, okay? You know, and I know people like to, you know, come home after a long day, you know, drink their glass of wine, or some people, you know, like to smoke their joint blunt, hit a edible, whatever, you know. It's like having a balance, right? You know, this is somebody, they don't have a balance, okay? So just be mindful. But they're turning, what I'm getting at also too, they're turning to these things because they're pissed off that they lost you, or they pissed off that their plan didn't work. Because I've said this in a reading and it's coming back up. A lot of your divine inheritance, them doing right by you, depended upon if they was gonna get access to their divine inheritance. And because they didn't do right by you, and they now have all of this karmic debt to pay back, more than what they originally had when they first came to this lifetime, or you. Yeah, look at that spread of rumors about you. Didn't that come out? Something like that? Something similar came out. They talk about you behind your back. Look at that. Spread of rumors about you. So it's like, okay, well, since we can't beat them, let's talk about them. Let's spread rumors on them. Let's get everybody to hate them. Okay, that's what somebody did. That's what somebody was doing on me. They was telling everybody that was mutual people with, you know, they swapped the stories. So there's people out there, they only heard her side or their side of the story, and they didn't hear mine. But that's why I said, anybody come forward with the truth and you got proof, I will ask God to spare you on any type of behalf. Okay? Depending upon what part you played too. Okay? Because I've seen a lot of stuff. But if people on my behalf, if you know the end, all the end, because I've been getting attacked everywhere. Okay? Let's be clear. It's more than just this energy that I'm talking about. I'm only talking about this energy in specific is because I know that they watch me. So you got other people, your haters, they watch you too secretly from other pages. And they have other people watching you too. Okay, let's be clear. Spiritually and physically through this app here. All right? Yeah, they mock you when they feel jealousy towards you. Because they can't be you and they will never be you. All right? So you can mock all you want. But we saw who still won, Jesus, right? We see who's still in hell, the devil, right? So okay. And don't get me wrong, yes, God can do his best work in chaos and conflict. Listen, return to sender backfire. They tried to listen. All they little blackmail, all they little lies and stuff backfiring. And they so much so to where they could be thinking you doing some black magic on them, or they trying to tell other people you doing stuff on them. No. It's their own work going back to them. Because they so dark and evil. And trying to save face. And put on a fake mask. Okay? So, and I'm saying, and make sure when you praying to God, you make sure you tell God now. To get everybody, any and all involved, that they worked with in the seen and the unseen. Those known and unknown. That way God can cover all grounds. And then you can also say, spare the ones who are innocent in the bloodline. Now, of course, God got the final say, but at least, you know, that can be taken into consideration. Especially if you know that you're a spiritual judge. Okay? So, that's what I got for you guys. This is what's going on behind the scenes. So, thank you all for your love and support here. It's truly, truly appreciated. And always remember that you make your own decisions. Peace out. Deuces.